crazy train continues in Chapter 4, The Way We Live. Let's go!
I beg of you, please, just leave this city.
Where did this come from?
Oh, great. One of the Monokuma kids is vlogging for his YouTube channel. Oh, what the... Oh, why? I don't even... Okay, Nagito's doing his thing. I'm not even gonna...
In order for the new society of children to be calm and peaceful, I need to create paradise.
None of you see the Monokuma kid over there that's, like, filming you? Really? No, none of you see that. And also, he's just got his vlogging camera out, ready to upload to YouTube, or in this case, send it to Nagito.
Everyone has high expectations of me. I cannot fail, so please, get out of our town.
But,
Oh, Maru, don't be tricked. You don't have to actually accept that offer.
No, this is not an offer. It's an honest request.
Okay, well then let me reverse card an honest request. Tell us where Bikuya is, or if you don't want to do that because you don't want to reveal your hideout or whatever, just give us Bikuya and we'll leave. Also, the idea that they're just stepping in water right now, like, maybe we can have this conversation somewhere else so that that our legs aren't soaked when we're done here.
Please, I'm begging you.
Yep.
Please leave.
Really? You're gonna bow to us in the water. So if I leave you here, you're just gonna drown. Like your face is just gonna be okay.
hey!
It legit looks like you're trying to drown yourself.
I wouldn't trust a kid, even if he's kneeling on the ground. He's obviously tricking us.
I do not intend to trick you. I'm serious.
Huh?
And now, you are free.
Nagisa, if you do this, you're gonna make Monica super sad!
So the time to make your counteroffer would have been before he took the bracelet off.
I know that, but it has to be done. Monica has high expectations of me. I'm sure she'll understand.
What? No, that makes no sense. Okay, I'd like to remind you that Monica is the person who threw a temper tantrum because you said, hey, maybe we should go have a funeral and check to see if our friend's actually dead. And she went, no, it doesn't matter. And then you had to calm her down. You have a ticking time bomb as your leader, and you think she's gonna understand. She threw a tantrum over the smallest things, and now you think that she'll understand if you don't kill the person she wants you to kill and just let her go? Really? You think that follows logically in your head, doesn't it? You think that makes sense, don't you, game?
I'll take you to the secret passageway. It's the only way to get out of town.
The secret passageway.
I can guarantee your safety until you reach it. The Monokumas won't attack with me here. Come on, let's go.
Hey! I told you to wait!
What? Do you have another objection?
I'm completely lost at this point. Okay, so it's the next day. I recorded the last couple episodes. Most of Chapter 3 I recorded us back to back to back yesterday. And I concluded at the end of it by saying that it wasn't a story anymore, it was just things happening. Because it basically was. Basically any cogency or logical coherence the story pretended to have was just obliterated. Because it was just the writers kept inventing things to happen that they wanted to happen with no logical through line to it all. Now it's right back into the insanity because now we're in a world, or now we're in a time where Nagisa's like, okay, so how about you just leave? Despite the fact that Monica clearly isn't going to like this and clearly is not going to let us. So, clearly the game is not going to tell us how exactly they found the hideout. Because it just doesn't care. They just threw their hands up and said, I don't care. So, now we need to... Oh my god. So they're not even going to... But assuming that they did find the hideout, are you really think they're not going to track... Like, the Monokuma kids had a tracker that Toko could use to find Kamaru. And now said Monokuma kids sold you out to Monica. Sorry, no, to, so, like, this is just a giant mess in my brain because none of this makes any sense. So in one scene, the Monokuma kids told Toko, hey, a crazy pink hair lady kind of kidnapped Kumaru and she's going to torture her with very gruesome, disgusting, and gross things. Please go rescue her. And then they gave her an iPad with a tracking device apparently enabled on Kumaru's body somewhere. Then in the next scene, they're like, all right, let me film the fact that, let me film these guys so that I can betray Monica, sorry, so that, let me film them betray Monica so that I can get on their good side or whatever. And I don't, none of this, nothing here is running with any cause and effect or just, oh my god. So, Nagisa, what do you mean she'll understand? She won't understand. It's Monica. It's literally Monica. She throws temper tantrums over the smallest things.
Do I? Oh, Maru, are you really okay with this?
And also, why aren't you two, like, why is your one condition should be, okay, that's cool, but give us Bikuya, and then we'll leave. Because the only reason you have Bikuya right now is a bargaining chip against the Future Foundation to prevent us from calling them here. But that won't, but as far as since you're clearly too stupid to realize that we're just going to betray you after we're done here, you should be like, hey, if the only way we're going to get him out of the city, because, like, the thing is, we hold all the cards right now because they understand that if we keep going through the game, we will defeat them all and we will win. So they're like, okay, we got to do whatever we can to just get them out of the city. My one condition, if I were here, would be give us Bikuya and we'll leave. If not, we'll stay here and we'll keep fighting and we'll keep winning. And then your whole operation is busted. So their two choices here would be either have us stay in the city and risk losing because we would beat them, or have us leave the city under the promise that we won't return as long as you give us Bikuya, and then risk that we might come back to kill them. Either way, they lose, obviously, because they wouldn't have made this offer if they didn't think we had the capabilities to take them down. But in one situation, it's a guaranteed loss because we would beat them. And in this situation, it's a risk that we might come back with the Future Foundation to beat them. This is a no-brainer here. But no one in this scene is thinking at all.
This is what you wanted all this time.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm asking Amaru.
She wants to leave this town. Why are you getting in her way? You're on the same side, right? Then you should respect her feelings.
Her feelings? Shut up. You have no right to say that.
It's going to be all right. I will personally guide you to the secret passageway. No need to worry. Let's go.
Nagisa!
Don't follow us.
But...
You don't want Monica to hate you, do you?
What? Wait, 3 seconds ago you said, oh, Monica will understand. Yeah, well, that was fastest reverse card in history, huh? I'm so lost. I am so lost right now.
Let's go. The secret passageway is this way. This way.
Uh-huh.
That kid. He looks so normal, running like that.
How does a non-normal kid run?
Yeah, that was just weird dialogue.
This way! Follow me closely! Huh?
What? What? No. 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 Monokumas don't have camouflaging abilities. You didn't exist a minute ago. Help him? Help him? What are you doing? Shoot the...
What's going on? Why is he getting ambushed by the Monokumas? I don't know either.
Probably because that kid was vlogging what we were doing. And then, yeah, so that happened. And there's no Bomba Monokuma anywhere near here, so let's just take them all out one at a time. And boop. There we go. Alright, so now we get to play wave defense again. Apparently. Like, I don't understand what's happening with these kids. 1 minute they're helping us, 1 minute they're not helping us, 1 minute they're helping us. It's a constant back and forth battle. Because they just have no idea what's happening in the story anymore. Are they good guys or are they bad guys? It's just, the Monokuma kids change teams in every other scene. Are they helping us or are they with us or are they against us? I don't know. Let's find out what happens next in this scene. It's a guessing game. Maybe it'll be one, maybe it'll be the other. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to do this so that can happen. If I wait a second longer, I probably would have been able to take out all of them, but oh well. Oh well, it's all good. We're all fine and dandy here. Hold still, buddy. Hold still. Thank you very much. And we're good.
I thought you said the Monokumas wouldn't attack us if you were here.
This is strange. What in the world is this?
Hey, you weren't lying when you said you wouldn't trick us, right?
Of course. If I wanted to deceive you, I would not have removed your wristband.
Then they must have found out you betrayed them.
Betrayal? Me? No, that's wrong. I'm no traitor.
Do you remember a minute ago when you told the pink-haired girl that Monica would hate her if she followed us, therefore implying that it would be betraying their cause? I am
the leader of the Warriors of Hope. I care about making paradise more than anybody. The reason I'm letting you guys go is because I care so much.
It appears your allies aren't taking it that way.
I'm sure she'd understand if I explained it to her properly. Monica has such high expectations.
Yeah, keep on saying that, Mr. Genius grade schooler.
Do the writers even know what's happening in this story anymore? I'm starting to think that maybe they don't. Like, maybe they've just completely given up.
Bodies everywhere. I'm getting sick of this.
The secret passageway is this
You and me both, Toko. You and me both. We are both getting very, very sick of this game. Very, very sick of it. Wait, where's it going? Oh, all the way over there? Okay. Cool. Just moving right along.
I'm a warrior of hope. I'm your master.
So they're just gonna sit up there like an asshole? Okay, well I can just shoot one and they'll blow up the other two, right? Yeah, okay. Well that was a joke. Anything else? Oh, now they're jumping down. Okay, well, guess what? I can still do that. And, I mean, if they're not gonna move, then I may as well just, yeah, it's not, okay. This is basically a non-threat. I can't wait, I love it when games just send out waves of enemies once every 3 years, and you just doesn't wait to pick them all off one at a time meticulously. That's my favorite. Are you gonna blow them up? Yeah, I figured as much. They look close enough to where I would be able to do that. Anybody else? Yep, we got more. Are you gonna start jumping down, or are you still gonna sit up there like an asshole? It appears that you're still gonna sit up there like an asshole. Oh wait, no, one of them actually jumped down. Wouldn't you know it? But that's still just as easy to take down as always. Like this isn't some intense combat scenario. It's just, this is just mind-numbing. It's just, oh, pick them all off one at a time, and eventually you'll win. That's basically it. Oh, great, a massive, so just do this. I said do this. I said do this, thank you. And then do that. That'll probably take out whatever we don't hit. Maybe. Or perhaps not. Okay, fine. Fine, just shoot this. Oh, we're out of ammo. Okay, well, in that case, take this. That didn't affect you? Really? Really? I mean, sure, the explosion did, but the paralyze should have taken you out. Sometimes they give us gifts, sometimes they stand and cheer on Monokumas, sometimes they give us tracking devices, sometimes they rat us out to Monica. Who knows whose team they'll be on today? It's a complete guessing game. It actually makes things more fun.
A guy like that?
you know, when you have no idea what people's allegiances are or why they're doing the things they're doing, it actually makes things so much more interesting because you have no idea what the fuck is going on at any given opportunity.
Let's play!
Don't come near me!
Oh, good lord. Okay, well, first step is to take some knockback. And then step 2 is to take some paralyze. That didn't do anything to you? Really? Really? Okay. What the fuck? What was that? What? I just got my screen. Why did you just lob a bunch of food onto my screen? The hell was that? Really? Really, game? You just did I hallucinate that? It looked like there were just a bunch of literal food particles on my screen. This cluttered up the UI. Really? Really? Okay, I guess that happened. I don't know why I'm surprised at this point. It's Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. Anything goes. Also, that would have killed you if you got steamrolled by that, but okay. Sure. Whatever. Oh, hey there, partner. Nice knowing you. Was that not a nice shot? Apparently it wasn't a nice shot. Are we good? Oh, more knockback. Okay, cool. Ay, ay, ay. Knockback. Knockback. And then... paralyze you. This is so inconsistent. Like, there's nothing... The whole thing is that this is supposed to take out everybody that's next to each other, but it's not actually doing that. Also, again, electricity would have... I just walked through electricity, so, you know, totally didn't get shocked to death just now, but alright. Alright. Sure thing, game. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, game. Also, oh, again? What the fuck? What is going on? What is this? Just freaking lobbing food onto my screen. Oh my god, again. What the hell? What is going on? What? She has a... What the hell? She has a cup of... Oh my god. Okay, she had a cup on her head, now she doesn't. Paralyze you. That didn't do anything. Okay, can I... Please? Please? That... What... This ability... You... What it... I don't... Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening anymore? This is... All I can do is just spam paralyze. When does this... Oh my god, when does this end? This is still going. How is this still going? Okay, knockback. That didn't seem to have an immediate effect on you at all. Can any of you drop ammo for me, please? That'd be great if you could drop ammo.
6.5 hours later.
And you need it. I'm out of ammo. Just, please give me ammo. Is really knockback is all you're willing to give me? That just makes this so much more tedious and frustrating than it needs to be. Can this... Oh my god. I am so sick of playing this game. Like I said, dude, this anime had better be, like, the pinnacle of storytelling. Which I know is a funny thing to say when we're talking about Danganronpa. But if you're gonna force me to play this nonsense, then it better be worth it. Because the only reason I'm playing this at all, like Freya 45 keeps telling me whenever I bring her on for those cameo appearances, she keeps saying, hey, I warned you, please don't play this game, and now you didn't listen to me, and now you're playing this game, and now you hate your life because of it. The only reason I'm playing this game is because people in the comments told me that if you do not play this game, you will not understand what's happening in the anime. So that's why we're here. We're playing this game so that we can maybe understand the anime. Maybe. That's the game plan here. Also, is this not doing any damage to the things? Because a minute ago, it's capable of knocking these things out in one shot. But it's not capable of doing anything else. Am I really incapable? Because I don't think you understand. I'm out of ammo for everything else. I have no ammo for anything else. All I can do is make you dance and knock you back. Dancing does nothing, and apparently neither does knocking you back. And I'm getting really, really frustrated. I'm getting really, really sick of the food splattering onto my screen. There's a mono machine over there, but pretty sure I already used this. Or maybe I didn't. Can I actually use this? Please give me something. Oh my good Christ, thank goodness. Hey, little shitheads, hold still, buddy. The tides are changing. Hey, you. Yeah, hold still, buddy. There's one shot. Get ready for shot number 2. There we go. Finally. Thank goodness. Okay. Finally, we can actually start doing damage to these things. Hey, do you like how they okay, I would not have, like, I had to stop the battle and look around the area if there's something I'm missing. Why in the world would you put the Mono machine that has the only thing you can use to win this battle so far away from the main battlefield? Like, actually, why would you ever do that? Why would you put it so far away from everything to the point where you won't even see it? Like, it's so far removed from the battlefield that you have to go out of your way to find this. Did we win? Are we done? Can we be done now? Can we please be done with this freaking thing? There's a point, game, where things go on for too long. You can't just, like, I've been stuck in this for like 10 minutes at this point. Oh my god, finally! Oh my god, that was awful. That was the worst one yet. That was awful. Oh my god, who designed this? Like, none of the enemies come from over there. The battle takes place entirely in here. And I had to completely leave the battlefield just to get the ammo I needed to survive. Good Christ.
So cruel.
I won't look. But even if I don't see it, I can pretty much figure out what happened.
You really don't feel anything seeing this?
These people are demons. Our enemies.
That's not what she asked.
You said it before, right? It's because you're afraid of adults?
Yeah, that's right. We can't help but be terrified around adults. If the adults just didn't exist, we could live peacefully. That's what I believe.
And your entire mantra, like, this plan makes no sense.
Why are you so afraid of adults?
We Warriors of Hope were classmates in the Hope's Peak Elementary program. We were in the classroom where they put all the troublemakers, but I resented being called a troublemaker. It makes it sound as if we ourselves were the cause of the trouble.
Wait, so you all were ultimates. You were the best of the best in your talents, acknowledged by the school, and yet you were still labeled as troublemakers. Okay.
But that's not right. Our troubles were created by adults, by our parents. They say kids can't pick their parents. Well, we were the unluckiest ones of all.
Yeah, they say that because that's kind of how things work. Also, so that's not... Okay, so if you... First of all, no school on the planet would ever create a classroom for troublemakers. That is not how these things work. Do you understand the danger you... Okay, so... Okay. What they're trying to say here, basically, is these are all the bad kids. They bully people, they harass people, they're terrible people, and they need to be, I don't know, put in their own classroom. Do you really think it's a good idea to put all of a group of people that share the same life values and morals of, like, hey, let's make everyone else's lives miserable, in the same classroom? Is that really a good idea? Do you not see any potential problems with doing that? Really? Nothing? Alright, I see our critical thinking skills are as strong as they've always have been. Oh, good Christ. Okay. So let's put aside the fact that never happens. Even if it did happen, and we lived in this crazy fantasy world where nothing makes any sense. Why, okay, troublemaker means, like, you bully people, you steal people's, you steal people's belongings, I don't know, you vandalize the school, you physically assault people. You're, like, that's typically what you mean when you say troublemaker. Either that, or you're just a class clown, like, you're disruptive in class, you chuck papers around the room, you do stupid things, that kind of troublemaker. You're making it sound like they are labeling you troublemakers because of the abuse you suffered from your parents. That's not how anything works.
My parents were, without exaggeration, the worst. Like demons. My parents raised me like they were leveling me up in some game. They didn't treat me like a person. They probably even forgot I was their child. From morning till night, study, study, study. When I got sleepy, analeptics.
So, I don't really want to get into comparing the villainy, like, I don't want to, I don't really want to get into, comparing how bad your parents are to each other, because they're all terrible, obviously, from what we've seen so far, they're all terrible people, That said, if you were to tell Kotoko, that's her name, right? Kotoko? The girl with the pink hair? If you were to tell her that your parents were worse, when her parents literally prostituted her off to a television show, how do you think that conversation would go? Because I don't really think you'd have a leg to... Like, okay, let me be crystal clear about this. Yes, this is awful. Like, having... Because I believe it or not, I actually know people, like... Not to this extent, for God's sake. Not parents who give their children fucking analeptics so that they keep studying. No, it's not to that extent. But I do... When I was in high school, I did know people whose parents, like... All they knew was school, school, school. You damn well, you have no life. You are to be locked away in your tower, 24/7, studying, because if you don't get into a good college, bad things are gonna happen. Like, I'm not kidding, that was literally a thing. I did know people like that. It's horrible, it's awful, but it does happen. Again, not to this extent, but I did know people like that, and it's a real thing, and it's terrible. But if you were to compare that to someone whose parents prostituted their child off, something tells me the person who was prostituted as a child probably would be in a worse situation. I don't know for sure, but I think something tells me that she'd be worse off.
Even if I faint, HP is fully restored with a handy IV in my arm. 3 to 4.
But again, just so we're clear, this is still terrible. This is still... Like, this, let's be clear, what's happening to all these people is child abuse. Like, there's no getting around it. It's child abuse, obviously.
If I showed even the slightest resistance, they'd use items to...
And I don't know how the hell no one called CPS about this a long-ass time ago.
By doing so, as long as they steadily racked up XP, I'd level up to their expectations. And it wasn't just at home. I received the same expectations at school as well. My father was a teacher at our school. He was a researcher of children's talent. He used his own son to research the growth of a child's talent.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He wanted to see what the growth curve would be like if he pushed a child to the breaking point.
Oh, never mind. So it's even... Okay, so the person I was talking about in real life, their parents were just, like, obsessed with being successful, I guess. Like, it's like, if you don't get into the top tier Ivy League university, then your life will be a disaster, and you damn well better excel so that we can feel accomplished as parents, I guess. I don't know, it was some stupid bullshit. But that was the reason, and it was still terrible. This motherfucker, meanwhile, is like, oh, let me use my child as a lab rat, because yep, Duh.
Isn't that funny? I was the subject.
Again, though, for as terrible as these people are, this doesn't justify murdering every single adult in the world and creating the apocalypse.
Not funny at all. But even with all that, I was still better off than the others.
Also, if you don't trust adults, then why are you even trusting us right... Which, by the way, they're not adults, they're high school students. But in their definition, we're adults because they're trying to kill us. So, why do you trust us right now?
You saw Monica's legs, right? That was done to her by her family.
What?
Her father and older brother were jealous of her talent. And that's how she ended up like that.
What?
That's horrible.
Because we had talent. Because we were superior. We were treated like we were in hell.
What?
But during it all, we didn't hold a grudge against our parents. We accepted how we were treated.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, game. You gotta slow the fuck down. You're telling me that Monica's parents and older brother broke her legs and left her immobile to the point where she has to be confined to a wheelchair because they were jealous? What were they... Wait a minute, game, this makes no sense. Okay, wasn't Monica saying that she's the ultimate homeroom student or whatever? How do you... What does that mean? Like, oh my god, okay. So, walk me through how... Okay, so, like, that would line up with someone whose ultimate talent was, like, being a superstar athlete or something. Not being ultimate Little Miss Homeroom. That has nothing to do with your physical capabilities. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. but her family broke her legs? I don't... Okay. So, this doesn't even make any sense. So, if that happened, if I were Monica, and my parents and my brother broke my goddamn legs, which I can't even imagine that. Like, trying to think about that is just... Oh my god, what is this fucking game? But, okay, let's say that happened, and I was Monica. Obviously, they would have had to take her to the doctor because, you know, her legs were broken. They need to treat her. When you get to the doctor, what do you say? Because, like, the brother and the father would be like, I don't know, she fell out of a tree. I don't know, it's just the damnedest thing. Wouldn't Monica be like, no, you idiot, I freaking, these two fuckers broke my legs. They did this to me. They literally did this to me. And you can probably find their fingerprints all over my legs if you check hard enough. But I guess not. I guess she didn't think to do that. Also, especially considering the fact that Monica's clearly being shown to be extremely manipulative and deceptive. So, when the truth is on her side, wouldn't that make it even easier for her to get away? How did this happen?
Because we weren't aware that it was okay to hate our parents. We trusted the common knowledge that kids must love their parents. So we didn't fight it.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, okay, look. I love my parents to death. I don't want to make it sound like I don't, but I think every single person on the planet has had a moment in their childhood where, you know, the kid wanted something, the parent didn't get it, or there was an argument about life decisions, or just something to that extent. Something that happened at some point in your life where you and your parents had a disagreement about something, and you argued over it, and you fought it, and you may have even gone to the extent of saying, oh, you hate your parents or something to your friends or whatever. Like, that almost definitely, I can guarantee you that every single person on the planet has had at least one of those conversations with their parents. Whether they were a child when it happened or an adult when it happened, I can guarantee you that it absolutely, especially during teenage years, that absolutely happened. Are you really trying to tell me, game, that in this world, children are just like, oh, I must love my parents unconditionally? It's like, really? You've never had a moment where you had a disagreement with your parents and you were like, I kind of hate you guys right now. Really? Are you fucking...
Instead, we bonded over our struggle, and those discussions led us to the same conclusion. We had to escape from the horrifying world that made us suffer. We were desperate to run away from our scary parents, scary adults, the whole scary world, and we thought there was only one way out. But that's when it happened. There was someone who taught us to have courage, to fight back instead of running away.
So they were gonna kill themselves, and then Junko's... Wait a minute, no, this is contradictive. This is what Junko wants. Junko wants despair. She would have wanted them to kill themselves. Are you what is happening?
Big Sis Junko. Big Sis Junko told us how.
If you don't want it, give it to me.
She wanted the thing we were going to dispose of, our lives. And so, Big Sis Junko abducted us. Our disappearance didn't make much news. This was around the time the incident was growing. Ever since then, the days have been so much fun.
I'm sorry, what? No. You can fuck right off with that game. If your kid went missing, that would be some pretty big news!
Big Sis Junko showered her possessions with love and affection. She gave us not only love, but a dream as well. The dream of creating a children's paradise, where the children can live peacefully.
Does she realize that this would also end up killing off some of her remnants of despair?
We also learned from Big Sis Junko the beliefs required to build that dream. The belief that adults are demons. It was as if we saw the light. Thanks to her, we finally realized the common knowledge we had known up until then were lies adults created for their own benefit. Children cannot defy their parents. Everyone must get along. Violence can never bring peace. To destroy the world based on such lies, we decided to fight against the adults. As far as I remember, the first adult we defeated was a random person we didn't even know. We learned that kids can kill adults if they wanted to, and we were encouraged.
None of you had a problem with this.
From there, we leveled ourselves up by killing demons. Big Sis Junko was so pleased. Just the idea of a child killing an adult is despair-inducing.
This game is messed up. This is,
Just insane.
Just as I expected. You guys were just tools to her. She was using you. The way she took you in, it's no different than a cult. You bring in the weak people and attach them to your own dream. The revolution you're talking about, it's all just another piece of despair to her.
But why did she even need to do that? Her quest for despair around the world would have functioned perfectly fine even if this never happened. And I would even go as far to say, wouldn't you think, like, if you're Junko Enoshima, don't you think that the parents learning that their children committed suicide would be a pretty awful thing that happened, and that would also lead them to despair? Do you really not think that...
You guys were completely deceived by Junko Enoshima.
And what's wrong with that? Did I not tell you that we are her possessions?
And this is not even to mention the fact that this whole thing happened because Monica did her abracadabra hocus pocus magic, and then all of a sudden they have an army of Monokuma robots.
We would rather her take advantage of us than horrible adults.
Sounds like it's too late.
Say what you like. Big Sis Junko gave us hope. That's the truth.
My brain can't... There's only so much stupidity my brain can take in any given day.
Because of that hope, we were able to defeat the demon boss.
Demon boss?
Our parents.
You killed your parents?
I thought that was made pretty clear earlier in the game.
That was a special battle that can only be fought once. That made us level up even further. From there, Operation Children's Paradise began. And we started freeing other children. By doing so, the advance of the Warriors of Hope seemed unstoppable. But, just when things were going so well, Big Sis Junko died. Killed by some idiot.
No, killed by herself. She committed suicide.
She died, and we lost our guide. We didn't know what to do. But Monica didn't despair.
All we gotta do is fulfill the hopeful dream Big Sis Junko gave us. We shouldn't give up. We can't abandon hope.
At that moment, Monica looked just like Big Sis Junko in our eyes. Things that didn't matter vanished, and we felt ourselves rising up again.
And you still hold strong to the idea that she's not your leader.
Come to think of it, that moment, that was the real beginning of the revolution. And this time around, I swore an oath. We, the survivors, will fulfill the dream and prove how amazing Big Sis Junko is. We would leave lies like education and love for family in the past and create paradise. That is our hope.
You guys, you really don't understand that you're doing something very wrong.
Like, there are so many ways to break their worldview in half. I don't even know. I don't, like... And also, I remind you all that the first kid we fought said that once he turns 18, he's gonna kill, or he said, I'd rather die as a kid than become an adult, implying that once he turns 18, he's going to kill himself. Do you people understand that what you're doing is so far from okay?
Justice and evil. These are beliefs that adults have defined, are they not? First off, pure evil simply does not exist. In all evil, there is something good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And in the same way, justice always hurts someone. There is no pure justice either.
Oh my good god. Yeah, so remember in remember in Turnabout Goodbyes when we got justice for Edgeworth's father's death? I mean, that hurt Manfred von Karma pretty bad. You know, it's not pure justice because Manfred von Karma got really hurt. You fucking idiot. Do you listen to yourself? What is wrong with you?
Are we really gonna stand around waxing philosophical with some little brat?
If I were here, I would, because I'm like, okay, if you genuinely believe that, give me 5 seconds and I'll snap your worldview in two. That was just one example. There are a million others. Like, really? You want to tell me that there's no such thing as pure justice? Because some people get hurt? Yeah, that's because they're bad people. They did horrible things and they're getting punished for it. Are you fucking kidding me, game? I
want to know why you guys chose Toa City. And not only that, how did you guys get that army of Monokumas?
Well, from what she told us, she used her magic. Woo!
Who chose the city and prepared our Monokumas was Monica. Isn't she amazing?
Just Monica.
She created them with her special magic.
Magic? Don't take any of this seriously. It's just some kid talking.
He's my only hope at getting answers to what the fuck is happening in this stupid world.
Basically, Monica's the mastermind. And to save Master, I gotta deal with her.
Monica is our princess. I will never allow that.
Hey! Earlier, you said that there is no such thing as pure justice or evil. But even if that's true, a dream that requires you to hurt someone, I think it's wrong.
That's not how you would counter that just... Oh my god, you can't... Can you really not think of a way to counter what he just said?
After all this time, still saying something so naive.
Oh my god.
It seems as though we really don't have much in common. I was right to ask you to leave. So let's go already. The secret passageway is right up ahead.
I'm sorry, you do realize that letting us leave just gives us the opportunity to come back later with the army from the Future Foundation to come back and destroy you all?
We're here. It's at this shrine.
We should get going.
Hey, Omaru, do you have a second?
Huh?
Are you really sure this is okay? To end it like this? Running away?
No. If I were in the situation, I would turn to her. I would turn to Nagisa and I would ask him. I would tell him, okay, I know why you want us to leave because we're kind of awesome and we're gonna kick your ass if we stay here. I get it, totally get it. However, because you understand that we are a major threat to you, I hold all the cards right now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, hey, you give us Peculiar, because he's kind of important to us. I mean, I hate him. Let's be clear, I hate him. But he's still a member of the Future Foundation, and I don't want to leave Toko out to dry. I'm not just going to leave someone behind just because I don't like them, right? It's like, he's fighting for a good cause. I gotta put my personal distaste for him aside, and we gotta rescue him, right? So I would say, I hold all the cards, bitch. Tell me where Peculiar is. And then he'd be like, alright, fine. So, because obviously he's in no position to try to negotiate this. And then we leave. Like, I wouldn't just let him take my bracelet off and then go, alright, I guess we gotta leave now.
You're asking this now? All this time I've been trying to escape. And not just that, I'm still worried about my dad and mom. What are you gonna do, Toko? Are you really gonna stay here?
Of course. I have to save Master Byakuya.
Right. Hey, what do you think, honestly? Is it better for me to stay in this city?
Why are you asking me?
I mean, if I go, you'll be alone. Toko, do you want me to stay?
You have no reason to worry about me.
I mean, technically I don't, because she's literally invincible for forever whenever she goes into combat mode.
I'm capable of surviving on my own.
Yeah, you're right. When I'm around, I'm just a burden to you.
Ow. I was taking a drink of water. I was not expecting to hear something so monumentally stupid. Okay. Kamaru, you are the one with the hacking gun that's been saving our asses. What is wrong with you?
Unlike me, you're truly amazing, Toko.
Hey, Omaru?
Hmm?
Sorry for getting you involved in all this.
Involved? What do you mean?
Nothing. Just leave before he changes his mind.
So this whole situation is stupid because if we were here, I would never have let us get to this point without saying, "Hey, tell us where Peculiar is," because then they lose their bargaining chip. so then we can come back here with the full force of the Future Foundation and kick their asses. Like, there's no, I don't, oh my god, okay. Oh, wait, there is something over here. Okay, well, let's check out what it is. Like, I would never let us get to this point. I thought this place would be fine, I was confident that I would never be found, but as if they knew where I was hiding from the beginning, Monokuma came and attacked me. Excuse me. Also, I like how they still haven't explained how they found, excuse me, the freaking, the freaking, resistance base. I was just barely able to escape, but I couldn't save her. My wife was killed. She was torn apart limb from limb. They cut off her skin and her flesh was everywhere. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what is wrong with this game? It's true your parents are cruel to you, but that doesn't mean you can kill all the adults. Again, with that nonsense, after all this, we are well aware that we are killing innocents. And you don't see a problem with this.
But
This is war. When you're burning the enemy's country to the ground, you stop this for the good people. No, no, what? Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Do you want to read that sentence again? Oh my god. You acknowledge that these people are innocent and you're killing them anyway. It's over. The conversation's done. It's over. We're done now. You acknowledge they're innocent. It's game over. There was no... If we had years, we would never achieve our dream without benevolence.
demon.
Consider it fate. We were born and raised here. We were treated as if we weren't even human. Wouldn't it be a cruel twist of fate if we didn't fight back? For you to just do to them what they've done to you. Perhaps you think we should have stayed subhuman? No, that's not what I... You keep just declaring this false dichotomy. It's either... No! No! No!
Don't mess with me!
Could have relied on the police and the government.
Mess with me.
You're asking those who have had their lives destroyed by adults to trust other adults. Even ever since we five were born into a city where destiny was decided, no one can stop us. All these children in the town, we will build an ideal paradise. All the children in this town, you're talking about all those brats in the helmets? Of course, it's not just us, but also the Monokuma kids, all the children. Funny that it's all the kids in this town just happen to have murderous intentions like you. Not all of them, some of them will give you presents and give you riddles and challenges, and some of them will give you tracking devices to help you find your friends so that they don't get murdered or tortured or groped by Pink Hair Girl. Perhaps I said too much. I have nothing else to say to you. You cannot stop us now. Pretty bold for a shrimpy little brat like you to talk big. I don't care how unfortunate your childhood's works. Killing humans will never be okay. I didn't expect a demon to understand. Hey, when the ex-serial killer is telling you that you're doing something wrong, maybe you've misstepped. Maybe you've gone wrong somewhere along the way. Just a thought, though. Just a thought. Also, this doesn't seem like a very secretive passage, I gotta say. I don't know how they haven't come here to stop you. If they know you've betrayed them, why are they not swarming this passageway? And again, this doesn't feel very secretive.
This is it.
Stairs?
This is the secret passageway we prepared in case of emergency. Go through here, and you can get outside the town.
Okay, first of all, that is the smallest little hole I've ever seen in my life. There's no way any of you are fitting through there. Second of all, what emergency? You have control of the city. Your Monokuma robots dominate the streets. How exactly, what emergency would prompt you to have to leave through a secret passageway and not just leave normally?
What are you doing? Hurry up and leave. Hey, what's the holdup? If you just go through here, you'll be outside of the city. Didn't you want to run away? Didn't you want to escape this town?
That's right, that's what I've always wanted. At least that's what I thought.
Toko, is it really okay for me to go?
Do whatever you want. It has nothing to do with me.
Oh my. Seems like I made it just...
Oh my god! Of all the people to show up, it has to be... Fucking hell.
Man, that was close. Truly a last-minute save.
Really? You sent him? That's it. That's all you sent to stop me.
You? Why are you here?
Why am I here? To persuade her to stay, of course.
Why have you not killed me yet?
So that our boring and common protagonist, who has no distinct characteristics, doesn't just quit.
Huh?
Komaru Naegi, though you are normal, not an ultimate, or even a part of Future Foundation, I really do think quite poorly of the idea that you would abandon your friend and run off alone. Are you really going to just run away like this? Is your conscience clear?
Stop it! What are you saying? She's about to leave for good!
That would be quite bothersome for me, you know? That is why I must convince her to stay.
Huh?
It would be disappointing if she did not see the game through to the end, how it was meant to be.
You idiots have one goal, which is to kill me. So why haven't you done it yet?
Don't just go speaking your mind without permission! You're a servant! Listen to me. In order to see our paradise, this girl cannot stay here.
So then I must ask, which is more important to the Warriors of Hope? Paradise or the game?
What are you talking about? It's obvious.
The game, of course.
What?
You're a smart one. You must be at least vaguely aware. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sneaking about. You could have openly proposed a halt to these slayings to focus entirely on building paradise.
I'm sorry. In your deluded world, aren't those things one and the same? That by killing adults you are creating paradise?
And the reason you did not do exactly that, and are instead going behind their backs, is because you realize your favorite Miss Mage would choose the game over paradise. Do you know what you call someone who behaves like you're behaving? A traitor.
You're wrong. I care about them more than anyone. They all have high hopes for me. I mean, I am the leader.
Nagisa, isn't it best if you just calm down a little? You can leave the rest to me.
Ugh.
Okay, I really think you should.
Of all the characters you could have brought back, why did you choose him?
Damn it!
That's right. People who are not needed in this scene should go and make their exit.
What? That worked? You were convinced by that? You were convinced by him saying, hey, leave. And then he just said, alright. Really? Really?
What are you talking about?
I must admit, I am a little disappointed. When I heard that she was his little sister, I was intrigued.
His? Makoto? Do you know him?
Yeah, my name's actually an anagram of his. For no reason. Because the game developers just want to fuck with you some more. Because they just really hate you.
Now listen, since I've planned the game out this far, I would like it to be completed.
Why are you bothering if you just want me dead? Why did Nagisa give up if he truly believes this is what's best for the movement? And why did you just let this fucking idiot do this? He's your... Why are...
Of course.
He's supposed to be the leader. Why is he being pushed around by Nagito? What is happening in this game?
Rather, the one who disappointed me was Toko.
Huh?
Now, perhaps I am mistaken, but I believe we made a promise. You were to escort her to headquarters.
What?
Promise? Escort?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I really think it should be Toko who answers that question.
What?
But if you continue to be silent, the story cannot progress. So I will speak.
What?
I made a deal with Toko. If she escorts you to the children's main base, I will release Byakuya Togami.
What?
Consider it exchanging hostages. The plan was to trade you and Byakuya.
Oh, no, game. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, what is this game? Really? Toko's a traitor? Hey, Nagito, remember 5 seconds ago when you're like, hey, traitors really suck, don't they? You are encouraging Toko to betray me. You fucking idiot. Also, this just breaks the story even more because remember earlier when she threatened to literally kill Kamaru if she called the Future Foundation and they actually came? Remember that? Yeah, well, I guess that doesn't matter. Because obviously if Kamaru's dead, they can't really do a trade, and yet she was gonna kill her anyway. And why in the world would why wouldn't Toko just be like, hey, you have the hacking gun, you're clearly, this doesn't make any sense. This whole goddamn game, she's been talking about how she's a useless nobody, how she can't fight for shit, and she's been doing nothing, which is all wrong, but it also makes no sense in the context of this twist, because now I'm just questioning why she was saying that, because what she should have been doing is saying, hey Kamaru, you're a great fighter, you're extremely competent, you're super intelligent, you know what you're doing, you can clearly take care of yourself, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna storm the headquarters, we're going to break down the walls, and we're gonna save the world from the freaking Warriors of Hope. Okay, sound like a plan? Cool, let's do it. Because obviously she has some sway over Kamaru given the previous conversations, so why didn't you use that influence to convince her to go to the main base? Also, this game started with us in the main base! They could have killed us right then and there! So why did they want us back if they could have killed us right when we started the game? Nothing's making any sense! Nothing's making sense in this game, dude. Like, when you have a plot twist, it's supposed to recontextualize everything that happened. You know what, actually? I'm gonna recommend you go watch my Dragons of 3D video. Because that game has a perfect example of a plot twist executed well. Like, it's masterful how they pull it off. Because it recontextualizes everything that happened up until that game previously. And it makes you think, it makes you distrust what's happening. I can't really go into any details because it's just, I don't want to spoil it. But basically, it's just like, things you thought were the case aren't actually the case. And it kind of gets recontextualized. And it makes you look back on previous events with new eyes and new interpretations and a new lens. It's like, oh, that's what was happening. Oh, I see it now. Oh, that's weird. And then future events make you more creeped out than they would have been previously. It's really expertly done. A good plot twist will tie into the game's narrative naturally, tie in with character motivations naturally, and make you rethink about what happened previously with a new lens. This just makes me think about how the writers are completely fucking incompetent, and they have no idea what they're doing, because nothing in this game lines up with this plot twist.
What? What are you talking about?
And it was such a good deal, too. Why did it have to come to this?
Also, why would Toko have not just said, don't leave? Like, why didn't she use that opportunity to renegotiate? Because obviously she can't just say, hey, don't leave, because that'll look suspicious. But why didn't she just renegotiate like I told you to do in the first place? Why?
That's a lie, right? You're lying right now, aren't you? You're just making it up.
If you believe it to be a lie, think back on when you two first met. When you first arrived at the hospital on your parachute, did you know why Toko turned up there? She came to save you because she was told where you would be landing.
Or maybe it's because... Okay, really? That's the one... Okay, you know what happened here? When they were in the writer's room and then some idiot pitched this and they're like, guess what? Here's the big plot twist. Toko is a traitor. Yeah, The person you've been working throughout the whole game? Yeah, she's gonna betray you. Yeah, see, because she wants to free Bakuya, and she wants to trade you for him. Yeah, makes sense, right? And then everyone in the room went, oh yeah, good plot twist, promotion. And then one guy in the corner of the room was like, you fucking idiot. This makes no sense. This doesn't line up with the character motivations and the events that took place until this point. And then he looks at you, he's like, ha ha ha. Foolish mortal. And then he actually panicked inside and he starts flipping through the script like, oh, what can I use to prove my point? Aha! Well, you see, Tom, earlier in the game, Toko had to have some reason to show up to save Kamaru, because how could she have known where she was going to land? Obviously, she would have had to know ahead of time where she was going to land. Obviously. And then Tom would have blinked twice and been like, you fucking idiot. Because, couple things with that. One, you can't control where a parachute takes you, you idiot. They just dropped her into the city, out of a hatch, and at that point, once the parachute went off, you were at the mercy of wind to take you where you wanted to go, game. Then again, I don't think you know how physics works, so, I don't know, maybe you think that they have control over the wind, or something. But also, you know how you can tell where someone with a parachute is gonna land? You fucking look out the window, mate! You look out the window, you look up at the sky, and you go, oh, look at that, I see her falling from the sky. Well, looks like I know where she's gonna land, time to go catch up with her. And then Tom pointed this out, and then the guy who proposed this idea was like, and then he picked him out and threw him out the window, because it's like, we can't have smart people in this company. Oh my god, do you think about anything, ever?
How else could you possibly explain such a contrived encounter?
By looking up in the fucking sky to see Kamaru falling from the death egg, you idiots.
The reason Toko has been your companion through all this was because of her deal with me.
No. Her actions don't line up with that. Her actions don't line up with that, though.
Lies! You're lying!
And to be fair, if I were Kamaru, I would also be like, you're obviously telling me lies because nothing Toko's done until this point even remotely matches with what you're saying.
I went through considerable trouble making sure you would complete this little game. Returning the hacking gun you had lost, having the Monokuma kids deliver items, that was me. Consider it game balance, as they say. You've thought about it before, I'm sure.
Do you really think that explains everything? Because it doesn't. Really doesn't, dude. Because if you're... Oh my god. So, let me walk me through this. Once you trade me to the main headquarters, what do you think they're gonna do? Are they gonna lock me up? Because I seriously doubt it, since they told you from the beginning that the whole point of the game was for me to die. So, why don't you just kill me right now?
The enemies conveniently drop items. Why the path you must travel on to advance is always clear.
It's clearly not, though. You put giant-ass holes in the ground.
The game began as a way for the children to have fun, but it was also a game to help you grow. And I am the one who made it that way.
Oh, so it's all your fault. As usual.
You mean, why was I so particular about choosing you? Well, that is all your brother's fault, of course.
Kodo?
He defeated Junko and Oshima, the one I truly hate. And I wasn't there to witness it.
What?
That's why, this time around, I wanted to see the action up close.
What the fuck is happening?
And not only that, unlike him, an ultimate, you are a normal girl who can't do anything. That was particularly compelling. Her brother, a hero, the symbol of hope. The little sister, utterly boring by comparison. If someone like you were to stand against despair, that would bring hope to the people.
I can't. This game isn't real. This game can't be real. This game can't possibly be real. This isn't a real game. This game isn't real. No sane human being would write this. This doesn't. So, your plan from the beginning was to have them kill me, but it also was to help me live, and therefore you gave me. Okay. So your plan was to have Toko. Your plan was to simultaneously kill me for Monica and the gang, to have Toko deliver me alive to the headquarters, and also have me win the game with. None of this makes any sense.
Hope is exclusively found on the side of the weak, the losing side. People are touched by underdog stories, slaying Goliath, the weaker team winning a game. The majority of society is made up of the weak and untalented. they are inspired by such tales.
What are you saying?
If my assumptions are correct, you will release a light even brighter than his. And in order for that to happen, I need you to participate in my game. Through the game, you will grow, defeat the final boss, and become the hope for this town.
Said the man working for the fucking Warriors of Hope.
That's why it would be quite disappointing if you give up halfway through.
Oh, we better not be only halfway through this fucking game. We better be way past the halfway
Save
point.
this town from despair. Show me your dazzling light of hope to crush despair.
What do you mean? I'm hope? I don't understand what you mean at all.
Ah, I see. So you still don't understand. I blame myself. I should have been more enthusiastic. But regardless, I truly do believe in you. No matter how big the despair, hope will always win in the end. That is why I feel no remorse becoming despair myself.
People like this character. Within the same scene, he went from I came here to make sure you die to I came here to make sure Toko delivers you alive to I came here to make sure you win. And now he's like, be hope because I'm despair.
You're just as crazy as those kids. You must be insane.
And so Kamaru continues being the most relatable protagonist in the franchise because she's the only person in the entire game who's like, hey, you're kind of fucking crazy.
Who cares about me? The more important thing is what you two are going to do now. I mean, now that Toko's lie has been uncovered.
Toko, please, just tell me the truth. What he's saying, it's a lie, right? That I'm gonna be traded for Byakuya, and you've been lying this whole time. That's gotta be a lie, right? Answer me, Toko!
Who would actually want to save someone like you? Of course it's not a lie.
What?
All this time, I was protecting you and cheering you up. It was all for the sake of Master Byakuya.
Which makes no sense because you were encouraging her to do everything that was actively detrimental to your plan to get me to the headquarters!
Toko.
That's right. I was deceiving you.
And you were doing a shit job!
You just kept relying on me. Toko! Toko! Trusting me like an idiot. It's your fault.
I believed in you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. Why would you believe in me? I have a split personality with a serial killer. I'm abnormal.
Well, I assumed that if you were a traitor, that you wouldn't have done anything you actually did because obviously that would make you a fucking idiot if you were.
All my life, nobody even tried to trust me. It's always been like that. That's why I've never had a problem lying to people.
I'm so disconnected from what's happening here. This is,
But regardless, why do you believe in someone like me?
Toko.
From the very start, I hated you. Just being with you was insufferable.
Lies. It's all lies.
I'm not lying. It's the truth. I tricked you from the start. You were a fool not to realize it. You're just a stupid idiot who got set up by the coward.
Toko? I know you're not very smart, but let me make this crystal clear for you. Your plan from the beginning should have been to deliver me. If your deal was trade me to the Warriors of Hope so that you can get Byakuya, then why the fuck did you diddle around with me for 40 hours or whatever, however long you've been playing this stupid game? Why in the world did you diddle around, going on all these adventures, doing all this shit, when all along, clearly since you have influence over me, all you had to say was, hey, you're smart, you're confident, you're competent, you know what you're doing, you can use a hacking gun, let's go launch an assault on the headquarters so we can take them down. And obviously, the Warriors of Hope would have let you do that because they want you there. They made a deal with you to deliver her to the headquarters, which makes no sense anyway because we were already there. But let's put aside the fact that it makes no sense that they want her here. they'll let you come, they'll let you come into the building, let you pass all security, let you bring me here, so you don't have to do anything. In fact, you could have even just straight up kidnapped me from the start, which you could have done as Genocide Jack, and then brought me to the headquarters by just kidnapping me like they did in the first place! You are not, this game isn't real. This game isn't fucking real. There's no way. There's no way anybody actually wrote this.
Don't you think that maybe your ranting isn't helping? If you put it like that, she will be even more motivated to leave you behind, will she not? If you want to stop her, you've got to try harder. Byakuya is important to you, right?
Guess there's no other way. By force if I have to.
Force? Gotta kill! Oh, I got no choice. I gotta start the slicing.
Oh my god, are we gonna have to fight her in a boss battle?
Togo! If you don't get serious, I'm seriously gonna kill you!
Oh, so we just have to let the battery drain? Okay, well that shouldn't be too hard. I just have to run around. Just keep running around. Oh, there's some ammo over there. Here, I'll take some ammo. There's no point. Oh, she can. What? She can reach. Why? What? Game, stop. Game, I need control of my camera. Stop jerking my camera around. I need stop. Game, fucking. Hey, if you do, hey people watching this video, if you ever make a game. Don't restrict the player's camera. Like, I'm trying to turn my camera around, and it's literally not letting me, because the game is, oh, great, you can't, what the oh, what the fuck? Oh. This game can't be real. This isn't a real game. No, I don't believe this is a real game. Oh my god. Okay. She just, why? There's too much to go over here. I don't have enough, I literally don't have enough time. I can't, there's too much. I can't break it all down. I'm literally off the fucking screen. What is going on? And then don't recharge, stop it. Because apparently jumping on top of lamps allows you to recharge your batteries for some reason. Okay, so now that we've gotten the whole what the fuck is happening? Why? What are you, what the, I can't. Who, oh my good Christ almighty. What are you doing? What is going on? I can't, I need to just focus on winning so I can break all this down when we're done. Because there's too much to go over here. There's too fucking much to go over here, dude. There's too much to go over here, dude. Okay, are we done? Yeah, you're great, we won. Now give me my fucking clothes back, please.
She lost consciousness.
Okay. Problem 1. She can charge herself up by just standing on top of lampposts, huh? Great. Problem 2. If you are designing a boss battle, you can make it so that the camera can lock onto the boss, but you also, if you give me the ability to turn my camera, then you need to actually give me the ability, and not just give me the ability to fake turn my camera and then have it automatically snap backwards, and just, like, I kept getting screwed over because I kept turning my camera and then I kept losing control of my camera. Problem 3. Literally, what the fuck? Why is this game so obsessed with showing people's undergarments? What is wrong with this? I need to end the episode here. This is too much. This is too much for my brain to handle. I can't even do it. Alright. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching this insanity. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Ultra Despair Girls. Goodbye.